Good morning, May the 16th. As y'all know, I told y'all that materials were supposed to be here on May the 12th. They weren't here on May the 12th. They weren't here on, that was Friday. They were not here on Monday. Now we're on Tuesday. They said they were supposed to be there yesterday. I never got any kind of paperwork yesterday saying that they had arrived. So I'm still going, what in the heck is going on? So it is the 16th, May the 16th. I'm still waiting on my materials to arrive. Canada just added 5 more exhausts to their order, so I'm working on that today. I also have some 998, my Y pipes that I'm building. I've got a couple of them here in the works. This is the muffler body portion with the flanges. And I have to create these Ys like this, and I actually cut this off right here, and then I'll add another pipe in there, and I'll cut this off, at the right size that I need it, and then that'll form my Y for my Y pipes. I hate building these things, but they make money just like everything else does. They're just very time consuming. Martin asked for 2 of those, and because I had 2 other people waiting for them, I'm building 4 of them at one time. So I got 4 998 bypass pots over here on the table that I'm working on. Then I have some crusher series over here that I'm working on. So I'm back and forth. I'm doing 2 things at one time. I'm actually cutting and laying out the pieces for the crushers to finish up my order going to Canada. And then I'm over here. These are parts that I cut yesterday and I haven't even touched them yet. They're fixing to go. This is fixing to happen after this, but back and forth, back and forth. But anyway, guys, I'm stressed about not getting my materials. Things sometimes just don't go like you plan, or like the people say they're gonna go, or any of that. So that's where I'm at today. I'm kind of at, and I've had a lot of people contacting me, asking me, hey, what's going on? Hey, man, I only have 1 F3 Assassin exhaust left on the shelf. I have 1 Black Punisher series for a rocker on the shelf. I have 1 Black Echo series for a rocker on the shelf. I have 1 polished Crusher series for the F3 Touring on the shelf. That's it. That's all I have left in inventory. As I got the whole website shut down. As I wait for materials to arrive, I don't want a bunch of sales coming in and then me having all this other extra work to do and not having, having so much of a workload that it stresses me out and puts me in a weird situation. So I shut the website off. I'm only selling the exhaust that I have pre-built on the shelf. Anything else, guys, you can contact me, rlsexhaust@yahoo.com. Get on my waiting list. I'm gonna give you a little discount for waiting, and I appreciate y'all being willing to wait. But that's where I'm at. Today, I've got all of Martin's order done except for the cat deletes. I've got all of Pierre's order except for 3 Crusher series and the cat deletes. The cat delete materials are not here yet, so as soon as they arrive, I'm hoping I get the clearance for them to be picked up today. The lady said it could be 24 to 48 hours before it is okay for me to come pick them up, and then I'll get an email with saying that it's ready to be picked up. So, I had a whole night's sleep last night. I do not know why. Sometimes you just keep waking up. I don't know if I was snoring or what. My wife wasn't slapping me awake from snoring, so I'm not really sure. But I sure woke up a lot last night, so I'm kind of tired. But we're gonna push on through. I'm gonna knock out these crushers for Pierre, and then I'm moving back over here to these 998s, and I've definitely got to get Martin's 2 completed hopefully before I pick up these materials. But new things coming. Someone says, hey, are you gonna bring out a carbon series for the F3S? And I said, I hadn't planned on it, but now I do. I guess so. I guess I need to make that happen, So let's see what happens with this, okay? F3S carbon series coming soon. Now, other things that I have to do, I'm fixing to discontinue some products, okay? The core series for the Canon rocker, I only have about 5 or 6 end pieces left. Once that is done, it is done. I'm not going to build any more of those, okay? Ones that we are keeping, the Predator series, the Stealth series, those are solid sellers. The Carbon series, we're going to keep hitting on that because it's working really well. The Echo series is selling really well also. And the Twin Chaos, I'll have materials in any day. Is when the cat bypass materials get here, my Twin Chaos materials will get here, and we'll get that one back in the works. I know y'all have been waiting on that. A lot of people that love loud exhaust love my Twin Chaos. Now I'll have that available for everything: F3S, F3 Touring, RT, and the Riker. That's a very popular model. It always has been. So, you guys, thanks for checking in with me today. I'm going to get back to work here and maybe get something done. And I'm going to keep praying that I get an email today saying, hey, come get your stuff. I know they're going to tell me pretty quickly, and I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, I've been waiting for days, so with it being in the country. So now I'm like, come on, give me. But anyway, if y'all guys are out riding, be careful, okay? Be careful. The only one that knows you're out there is yourself. Just assume that. Just assume that no one's watching you, that you're just, and assume that you have an invisible cloak over you and that no one even knows that you're there. That's how I ride. I ride like I am not here. They don't see me, because if you ride like they don't see me, usually you'll stay the heck out of their way. They can't switch lanes on you and run into you if you ride like that. You know, I approach a car. I do not ride in the blind spot. I do not ride behind them for too long. If I'm approaching a car and I'm going faster than they are, I will be around them, and I will be in the safe zone. Because if you're around them, in front of them, you're pretty safe. You're pretty safe. Keep moving in front and away from the traffic. That's what I say. You know, whether I'm riding a sport bike or a Riker or whatever. I'm not saying ride stupid. I'm saying just don't ride like this, staggered. Approach, pass. Okay? Unsafe, safe. That's how I feel about it. You know, and not only that, once you get around them, they're definitely going to hear you. And if they've been texting on their phone as they're driving, because a lot of people do that. I know you do. Don't act like you don't. I've even been subject to, you know, do a little bit of, yeah, I got that in stock. So we're all caught up in these phones. Act like everyone's caught up in their phone. Okay, just act like it, because that might save your life. All right. Well, guys, I finally got that boat I was telling you about. I took it out on its maiden voyage. It took the waves just fine, but the lake was choppy, so I turned the boat around and put it back on the boat ramp, and I went about 5 miles over to this other lake that is not so big, and it did not have white caps, and it was nice, and I drove the boat, and I enjoyed it, and I put the trolling motor in, I started to troll, and then my trolling motor pedal snapped, and like it wouldn't turn. So I had to turn the trolling motor by hand to get it going the direction I wanted to go. And then yesterday I bought a trolling motor. So off with the old, in with the new, and then I'll actually have a boat that I can fish in. I'm pretty excited about this boat, y'all. I'm so excited about this boat. It's only 16 foot, V-hull, low, it's a bass boat. It's an aluminum bass boat, you know. But my whole life I've been trying to get myself a bass boat, you know. And I've had flat bottom boats, little boats and such. This is the first real boat I had. I'm having to watch YouTube videos on boating so I know what to do, you know, and how to act when approaching other boats and just everything. You know, there's a lot of common sense in it, but there's stuff that some people just don't know and you need to know. So I've been trying to pick up any information I can on proper and safe boating techniques and practices, because I am an amateur to say the very least. You know, I always was the guy with the flat bottom and the frog gig, you know. That's a good time, I'll tell you right now. I know some people just said, but that is some fun stuff right there. If you've never been frog gigging. You know, I was a little kid and I got to go with my brothers and see that happen. And I guess my grandpa too. I don't really recall exactly. I do remember remembering doing it as a child at a pond in front of our house. And I remember having the frog legs and eating them and enjoying them, and even laughing and giggling about the frog legs moving in the pan. That's pretty interesting stuff and unique stuff right there. If you don't know about that, if you catch a frog, a bullfrog, and he has these big giant legs, they're kind of like chicken. I mean, they're pretty tasty. And if they're seasoned right, wow, wowzers. Okay, so, but when you clean the frog and you put the legs in the pan, they'll like start, so wild. As a kid, I'm like, don't know if I'll eat these or not. But, you know, it's just, don't give me the line to what it is. Frogs are aliens. That's my explanation. Be careful what you eat. Okay, guys, it was nice checking in today. I'm gonna get on these crushers, get them knocked out, and keep praying for that email to come for me to go get my materials. But if you're riding, ride safe. If you're shopping, you can't shop at RLS Exhaust right now because I got it shut down, but you can email me at rlsexhaust@yahoo.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions and also put you on that waiting list. And of course, I'm gonna give a discount, and I'll hook you guys up when I can take care of you. All right, you guys have a good one.